alongside the Delaware River, not far from the spot where George Washington made his historic crossing, there's a place that will take you back to a time when the work was hard, the days were long, and the rewards were great. That place is the Howell Living History Farm, a thriving 200-year-old farm just off Route 29 in Titusville, New Jersey. The farm is named for Charles and Inez Howell, the last of a long line of families that owned and operated the farm. With fond memories of growing up on an old-fashioned farm still fresh in her mind, Inez Howell dreamed of giving today's children a chance to experience what her childhood was like. To fulfill that dream, the Howells willed their farm to the Mercer County Parks Commission, which then began operating the farm as a living history museum specializing in turn-of-the-century farming techniques. Most farms today specialize in one crop, but the Howell farm is a classic example of a multi-operation farm that depends upon livestock, crops for human and animal consumption, timber harvesting for fuel, and other necessities a family farm would need for year-round survival.
About a third of the farm's 126 acres are tillable. We can farm them. So we grow corn, oats, wheat, clover and timothy hay, and straw, as well as some cash crops. Most of the work is done with horses and tools that we restored, representing our time period, 1900 to 1910. In the wintertime, we cut wood up in the wood lot using the horses to drag it down. In March, we tap trees and collect the sap to make maple syrup. In April, we shear sheep and involve the public in all the processes of getting that wool ready for market. In May and June, we plant crops. In July, we take hay and give hay rides. And then once we come into the fall, like now, we try to involve school groups and the public in our harvesting operations so that they're helping pick corn, dig potatoes, and get ready for winter. So we really are farming actively. It's a working farm.
In keeping with Inez Howell's dream, children are an important part of the Howell farm experience. School groups arrive daily by bus to take part in turn-of-the-century farm activities. These hands-on educational programs range from milking cows, shearing sheep, harvesting wheat, gathering honey, collecting maple syrup, harvesting ice, and meeting various farm animals to learn about what they produce and what they require to live a healthy, productive life.
Pound, you gotta pound hard. Everybody else away from the pumper. You're going to hit the face with that handle.
I'm not going to do it. I'm good. All right.
Of the pasture, and that's what Come on, Johnny, walk upright. Come on, that's right. Okay, let's get some water to these pigs. Bring it right over here. Bring it right over here. Back up to the bucket one. Perfect.
I think that one of the really special things about the farm is that it lets people connect to a part of their past that's disappearing. Our farmlands have been turned into developments or industrial areas, and there are very few opportunities for us to see and to feel what farming is like, and that's really a big part of our heritage. I think many of us grew up in areas where farmlands were disappearing, or we had relatives who told us about farms that they worked or lived on. Howell Farm and other historical farms like it create opportunities for people to touch a part of their heritage. And I feel that there's nothing that we can do on this farm that's as important as introducing a visitor, even a first-time visitor and a complete novice to farming and production, to what it's like to be on a farm. It's not a big farm where the farmer is away across the field in a tractor. It's a place where you can get up close and you can touch the grain and you can feel the wool in a sheep and you can collect a warm egg. You can experience the sorts of things that Inez Howell experienced as a child. And our whole goal is to develop programs that let you do that. I find it really satisfying to be able to work with school children and adults and share those experiences with them.
The Howell Farm also provides special activities that can be enjoyed by the entire family. Among these annual events are equipment exhibits, team plow matches, and hayride and storytelling sessions on Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So turn back time, feel the warmth of an egg, watch the wind roll over a field of wheat, or enjoy the smell of fresh-baked stone-ground bread at a one-of-a-kind museum, the Howell Living History Farm.